version 1.6 of Transformers Tactical Arena was launched. That's 2 months since the last major update. So, is the update good? Sadly, I see 4 major problems with this update. Just as I applaud Regames Co. for when they do well, this is a situation where the update is just not so good. Instead of encouraging more players to play the game, this update might have the opposite effect by scaring away the current players. Anyway, here we go. Problem number 1. The new level cap is level 9. Just as players were reaching equality, this seemingly simple change adds massive imbalance to the game. That's totally unnecessary. It's ridiculous too. I've been hoarding crates for just such an occasion, with 870 in storage. It wasn't even halfway to level 9 for most cards. That means you might need around 3,000 crates to get all cards to level 9. Even if you get 30 a day, which is a lot and takes about 2 to 3 hours, that's still more than 3 months of grinding. Transformers Tactical Arena is an eSport. The game itself encourages replay. Baseball, hockey, football, those sports have been around for centuries. Therefore, the focus here should be on encouraging players to play the game, not level grinding. Imagine a basketball game where one team is wearing nice sneakers while the other team has to wear wooden Dutch clogs. In typical sports, there are rules to keep things fair, like not having springs in your sneakers. This game actually creates imbalance in matches, especially in battles with the artificial intelligence. So, what's the fix? Well, the mix of hardcore level grinding with hardcore PvP is a recipe for frustration. While I don't feel as bad about losing to the computer, it's a different feeling when knowing you lost a battle simply because the opponent has higher level cards. It also feels cheap beating an opponent so easily simply because I played the game more. I have a level 9 Megatron, and he's nuts. Now, that is war. It's not fair. It's about winning. Yet, what's the real victory here? It's players having fun, and the game becoming popular, successful. Since day one, I've been saying that this game needs a story mode, a player versus enemy mode, which gives new players a chance to level up their cards. Even better, a cooperative mode could be fun. If the whole community is centered around fighting each other, that's going to scare away a lot of players. Apple Arcade is casual. This game is not casual. This leads to the second problem. What's nice about this game is that you can unlock new arenas. While it is tough to battle other players, there was a sense of reward by reaching these new arenas. This update, it screws that up. The ranges were condensed so that newer levels appear more quickly. That sounds a bit technical, so I'll just explain it more simply. The new level, Velocitron, is totally unavailable to high-level players. If you're over 3000 rank, you simply can't reach the new arena. I got the achievement for reaching Velocitron, even though I couldn't actually see the level. I'd have to start over from scratch. That's a big game design miss. I don't know how that one got past testing. So, what's the fix? I don't see the reason for squishing everything below 3000 rank anyway. Go back to 500 points per arena, spread out that content. But also, once the player reaches the last level, let them randomize the arenas. In Street Fighter, the battles were all around the world. The locations were varied. That kept the battles feeling fresh. But here, it was months of just a pit of despair. So boring. Imagine if you could pick a playlist of your favorite Transformers Tactical Arena levels that randomize as you play opponents. That's easier on the eyes. The game already lets you pick a specific music track, or shuffle all of them. But what if you like more than one track, but not all the tracks? That leads to problem number 3. I thought the orbital arena was tough to look at. But the prehistoric arena has really rough coloring. It's too distracting. On my TV, it's a red mess. If you have to adjust the brightness on your display to play a specific level, then that's probably bad game design. So, how to fix it? I think the lighting is too extreme. It's causing the characters to glow with odd coloring. But again, if I could pick my favorite arenas to fight, I'd simply uncheck Orbital Arena, this arena, and maybe the Pit of Judgment, and then randomize the rest. I might randomize all of them if the Orbital Arena was less transparent and the Prehistoric Arena had better lighting and better coloring. It's not a bad looking level, it's just too extreme. The general idea is that the arenas should be less distracting. The focus should be on tactics and strategy. Anything that takes away from that is not good for the game. To be fair, the music is great in this game. Not only does it set the mood perfectly, the music lets me know when the match is about to end. That adds to the game. Just do the same thing with the visuals. As for the final problem, it's more of a personal preference, but I don't like the new Beast War characters. I never got into that series. The original idea behind Transformers was closer to a traditional superhero setup. It's good guys versus bad guys. But there was a secret identity. The Autobots and Decepticons used their alt forms to hide from the humans. It doesn't make sense to me why a robot would want to transform into a gorilla. However, I do think that the new assassin cards are really cool. They're like toy RC cars and drones. That's adorable. I also respect the change to Scorponok. He's got 50% more health now, making him a significant threat on the battlefield. The new battle cries are funny too. But who's this guy supposed to be? It's like Wolverine and Chitara got together to make a robot kid. So, what's the fix for this? I don't know. The damage is already done. These oddball characters are in the game now. I would not have added them to the game. Certainly not before characters like Ultra Magnus, Jetfire, Omega Supreme, or even Ironhide. I think that's where the franchise lost my attention. They're Transformers. They're not monsters, and they're not beasts. They're robots or vehicles. G1 Transformers have an iconic design, like a 1960s Mustang or an iPhone before the camera bump. And the notch, island, or whatever they're calling it these days. Now you could say, bah, you're just a curmudgeon. But that's just not the situation here. Instead of endless level grinding, I think development should be going to expand the eSports idea. Imagine how awesome it would be to see these battles in augmented reality. Imagine if you could set up an arena in your backyard and walk around it in 3D. Whoa! The point is that every character added to this game makes it tougher to level up the characters that you actually do like. Even better, if you simply must add new characters, why don't they just get Elon Musk on the phone? Hey bro, you and your crew seems to like pop culture from Generation X. How do you feel about Hasbro turning the Model 3 and the Cybertruck into G1 style Transformers? Then take that to the next level. Put those new characters in the game. And for those players that can reach a certain level in the Champion League, they can win a real transforming Cybertruck toy. Isn't that more interesting? Isn't that more exciting? Hey, where did you get that Cybertruck transformer? I won it in the Champion League. Maybe it's a good idea, and maybe it's not. But the point is that more level grinding right now is not a very good idea. Look, I understand the pressure that developers face. Attention is the new currency in Apple Arcade, and Apple wants lots of it. Well, then respect my time. Respect the time of the players. Don't bore us with tedium. It's a different world than the days of EverQuest and World of Warcraft. Players don't have to tolerate level grinding. There's lots of other entertainment out there. And since I respect your time, that's it for this video. So, what do you think of this new update? You can let everyone know in the comments.